All right. Hopefully it works a little better than I'm thinking it will, but hopefully everybody likes the new layout. Hopefully. Hot as balls in here. Welcome everybody to what is essentially the worst podcast ever. I adjust my bra because it's really getting loose today. So welcome everybody to the show. Today we are talking trading card games. That is today's topic du jour for this episode of the worst podcast ever. I wish I could get like the comic book guy's picture to like make a decent thumbnail for this and make an entire playlist. The worst podcast ever. That would be like really cool and interesting to do. And I kind of want to, but I can't do the comic book guy because I know that I will be copyright struck by The Simpsons and Disney, and I don't need Disney breathing down my neck. But this week we're talking trading card games like Pokemon, Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Chaotic, Redikai, Card Fight, Vanguard, Buddy Fight, Burning Battle Spirits, and others. So we're talking about tonight. And I like started really early, but I went almost like 3 hours last night on my Jessica stream. So I figure what the hell. I figure, what the hell. I'm gonna start early. So hopefully we get some people in. If not, I'll just talk amongst myself for half an hour. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. I still have my little armband with my brace with my hair tie snap thing because of all the crap that I did about a month ago. I can't wear this to work because of regulations. I've got to get out of that job. Like, I need to get out of that job. Like, I'm not even joking anymore. I have to get the hell out of that job. That job is going to end me, and not in a good way. Like, I need out of that job. But that's between me and myself and I. Because I need to get myself in a better place yet. So hopefully I can get in a better place mentally. Hopefully I can start my transition soon because I really, really want to start. I want to start living female like more than I do now. Like, I am tired of living as a part-time woman. I want to be a full-time woman. And I want to start my transition. God damn it. I want to start it now. But we're talking trading cards tonight. I kind of have an idea for what to do next week, and I think everybody's gonna like it. What my plan is for next week. So I hope everybody likes it because I'm looking forward to it. But yeah. Just wait till people show up. It's like that old cartoon. Wait till your father gets home. In this case, I gotta wait for the people to show up. But if you haven't noticed, I have cleaned my room because I now have my bed in a different position than it was before. And I'm actually excited about that. So that's really cool. Hopefully we'll get some people on. I put it out, but it's probably like really super early. I should put it up on my Jessica Discord. I might get some people there that might want to stop by and say hi. Shoot the shit, because this is the channel that I started with, and even after I transition and I start my transition, this is the channel I will be doing a majority of the time. Like my Jessica channel as well, but this one too, because I like doing this channel. I really do. I do want to try to like get my poster because there's like a screw here I get, but I do have like a poster. Um, it's a really cool. It's a cat. It's really cool. It's like a cat manga. It's called Chew. Chew Sweet Home or Chi Sweet Home. I have a poster for it. I want to paint. I want to hang that poster in here. I got to get a thing for it. I want to hang that poster. Like I want to hang it literally right the hell there. That'll be perfect for it. It's my degrees over there. I want to hang that poster right here. Right freaking here is where I want to hang that poster. That is my plan. To say the least. That is my plan. To say the least. But don't have anybody yet. I'm gonna post up on Jessica's Discord that hey, check out Web Designer 18. I'm live on there because I am also even though I'm Andrew and I started this channel as Andrew, hey, Jessica's gonna take over the channel too because I am technically all of the above. I like how I was kicked out of a server. I left one server, but then I got kicked out of another server, or the server just collapsed. I don't know which, but that kind of makes me sad. Hey, Chuck, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the live stream. Give me 1 sec because I actually do want to I want to post this up on my. Oh, here we go. Cool. That's what I need. I did not have to turn it. Well, I'm turning it down anyway, just in case. But so I'm putting this up on my Discord server that I have for my Jessica persona. So I'm going to put it up on there. I might get some other people to come. Okay. Some more people in, maybe. So I have another channel. I mean, I have a Discord, and technically I do have another channel. I have Jessica Charms channel. This is the Web Designer 18 channel. And I just put up on there that I am currently live on my Discord for my Jessica Charms persona. Because the sad part is I actually do have a Discord for myself. I don't use the damn thing. I really should, but I don't. And I really, really, really should, but I don't. Go figure. But I do have a really cool announcement. I am, hopefully, if the stars align in the right pattern, I did download OBS last week. So I should be able to start, if the planets align, I should be able to start streaming on Twitch. If I do with this laptop, it's just going to be chatting. Like I will not be playing games, not with this laptop. This laptop is purely like my editing laptop, and I will just do like YouTube stuff on this laptop. If I'm gonna do it on Twitch, it like play games, it's gonna be on my other laptop. But that one's kind of like needs updates, and my connection speed sucks. So if I do it, it's gonna be, hey, I'm running like a huge risk, but I'm willing to roll the dice. There's really nothing of importance on that laptop anyway, so all right. And I tweeted it out on my Jessica account. So yay. Because I want to make sure I get some viewers, because I want to talk trading cards this week. That's this week's topic, is trading cards. And by the way, hey Chuck, what do you think of the new background? I cleaned my room up a bit. My bed is now facing the direction I wanted to go in. It's not perfect yet. I don't have it set up just perfect yet, but I have it better than what it was. because it does look a little roomier now than it did, which is really cool. But at the same time, it is a little it's it definitely looks a little bigger. Right, hold on, let me take you around here. Hold on. It's like it's a little roomier than it was. Pardon the mess. I'm still in the process of cleaning and organizing, but it's a lot better because like my bed's here now. So it's a lot better than it was. I still want to I want to move this like out of the damn way, and then I can move my bed over a little more. And once I get this cleaned up over here, then I might be able to finally bring my chair down, because then I'll be able to put my table like right here, and I'll have my chair and I'll go perfect. But thank you. I'm happy it came out like it did. I am actually happy it came out like it did. But yep, I still have to move this. And I have to get rid of this pile of stuff right here. Like this tower stuff right here I need to get rid of. And I'm either going to keep this or get rid of this. I don't know which. I'm kind of leaning towards just like putting it up on Craigslist and say, hey, here, $20 and take it. Because one, I don't use it. Two, I don't like it. I mean, the only thing I use it for is I just put my glasses there, but I can put my glasses down here. I can put my glasses somewhere else. So this can go, and then I'll have easier access to my damn window, and I can slide my bed right over. But how's your week going so far, Chuck? Because my week was okay. Sadly, I lost 2 more breast forms. My S cups ripped on me last night. The vest part on these ripped last night when I took it off, and my H cups ripped on me this morning. Same thing, because they were like vest ones, and they ripped on me this morning. It's like, damn it. I still have like the main. Hold on a sec. Technical difficulties. I accidentally. Okay, 1 sec. Come on. Okay, let's make you just a little tighter. Okay, that might work a little better. All right, never had that happen yet, but hey, first time for everything. First time for everything that happens on this. That was my old podcast. I'm glad it went fantastic. That's really good. Yeah, I mean, my week could have gone a little better. I would have preferred it if it would have went a little better. I had a lot of coworkers that called off. This was the last week for a lot of them. My work schedule next week is just a fucking nightmare. I'm not looking forward to it at all. I went out of that place so bad it isn't funny. Hopefully we'll get some people in soon. If not, I'll just start, because I know I started like really, really early, because last night I was on for almost 3 hours. Like I streamed for 3 hours. That was the longest I have streamed, was like 3 hours. Oh, well, that's good. No, Monday through Wednesday for me were very eventful. Because my one coworker, she had to go back home early because of a family emergency. That was Monday, so I was by myself for a little bit. Tuesday, she called off again because she had to go back home early. So what pissed me off is they couldn't find anybody to cover for her. They didn't even try. So I was like, damn it. So I was by myself for 6 fucking hours, working in this deli alone for 6 hours, which did not make me feel happy. That annoyed me. Then Wednesday, I was alone again because the one person called off. Because, quote the devil, he couldn't get a ride. My butt. And Thursday it was, well, the one person did show up the day I just did not want to go to work. I was like, I don't want to be here today. I don't want to be here today. And I should have just called off. But yep. That's cool. Congratulations. Well, this used to be my grandfather's room. It's now mine. So long as my mom and I still live here, it's mine. To be fair, I've actually contemplated looking for an apartment. Because I don't think my aunt's going to sign the place over. I'm tired of paying the property tax on this bitch. And I would rather have the extra money in my account because stuff's going up in price. But apartments suck. But this was my grandfather's old room. There's a lot of crap in here yet. I'm like literally looking right up here in the corner, and I'm like, there's a lot of crap up there that could easily find its way into a burn pile. And I could just spend an entire Saturday burning stuff and burning trash. Or I could call the fuck off on Thursday and just like, hey, I'm going to burn shit all day. It's going to be nice. I'm going to burn all day. You're like, nope. Dug out the incinerator. I burned all day. And until I got done, it was like 1:30. And I'm like, I'm not making it to work. I'm really sick. I can't make it in. Ow. This thing right here. You're talking about this white tree right behind me. It's actually not silver. It's white. Yeah, right there. Yeah, it's not silver. It's actually white. Hold on. Believe it or not, it's actually the camera is giving it like a different color. I had to put in a different bulb because I had a daylight bulb for the longest time, and it kept washing everything out. And my other camera hated it. And while my tablet loved it, my other camera hated it, and this one didn't either. Gathering, yeah. I believe it or not, I actually have Magic the Gathering cards. I got them at the Dollar Tree with the intention to turn and burn them. In fact, they are literally right over here on top of my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I never actually played it. I mean, honest to God, I have never played it. So I have a whole bunch of cards. They were like 10 and 20 packs they were selling at the Dollar Tree when stuff was still $1. And I would just buy a bunch of those up, and I'm like, I'm going to turn and burn these. I'm going to turn and burn these. I'm going to turn and burn these. And I never got around to doing it. Because I'm like, crap. I never got around to doing it. Now that I have them, I need to get pictures of them. I need to put listings up, and I'm like, oh, it's a pain in the neck, but I have to do it yet because I kind of, if I could do that, that'd be a really neat way to let go of a lot of my crap and get some extra money. But yeah, give me 1 second. I want to show you this tree here, and then I will reach over and I will grab those cards. Hold on. Okay. So this is the tree. This is actually my mom's. We used to have two of these. We had a green one and this one. The green one I got rid of a long time ago, and it ended up getting to its destination in pieces. Unfortunately, it did not survive the trip. Thank you, USPS. But this is actually my mom's. It lights up, and these are just little bulbs that basically light up. It's really cool. It takes a really small bulb, though. So we hardly ever used it. Like, they were put out every Christmas, and I just remember them sitting in the corner of the room, jacking up the electric bill, my grandfather complaining come January 1st. Yeah, we had a green one, but like I said, I sold that on eBay, and it ended up getting to its destination in pieces, and I had to give a refund. This one's my mom's, so. It was basically being stored in here because it's easier to hold in here than it would be to say, hey, let's just stick it out here in the living room and then let it get destroyed. Just keep it in here for now. Like I said, though, when I get rid of this thing that's over here, it will be gone because there won't be anything for it to sit on anymore because my bed's going to be right up against the wall. That's what I want. I'm looking forward to sleeping on this tonight. I have to change my sheet, but I'm looking forward to sleeping on this. I really, really am. Okay, hold on. One sec. Let me reach over here and get these cards. Okay. There's that. Let's see here. Well, these are actually trading cards too. Yeah, my books. No, my notebooks. I'm not gonna lie. I want big boobs. That's like the one thing I really want from transitioning, and they they are definitely a learning experience. Like, you cannot just do certain things anymore. If you have big boobs, you cannot do certain things. So I will have a massive learning curve, which I will enjoy. Okay. I know it's in this box. I'm not opening that box for another probably year. It's pictures of my friend. Just love like a year time allow myself to open that box back up. Let's see. Top loaders. My coding books. Oh, this is actually something I did want to show off. Check this out. So I'd actually got this when I worked at Five Below. It actually teaches you how to code by playing a game. I got it because I thought, hey, I could learn how to code and play a game at the same time. Only to come to realize that I can't get the game to really completely work, and it's annoying. But yeah, okay, there we go. Let's see here. Trash. There we go. Wow, this was hard to get. Had so much crap on top of it. I think this had didn't it? Ooh, oh wait. Was this my magic one? This was my Magic the Gathering one. Did I leave that? I mean, I got like a whole bunch of trading cards in here. I mean, I got like some. Okay, can't show those. I got like a bunch of Naruto cards, which was popular for like a hot minute. I thought this was my Magic. Okay, no, this isn't my Magic one. Shit, where did I put that one? I must have left that in my one box. Crap. Okay, well, if that's in the box that I think it's in, I'm not taking that out. And I got like some Pokemon cards. I know I have Magic the Gathering cards, but I thought they were in this binder. They're not in this binder, so that means I have them buried over in that other binder, and in that other box, and I'm not taking that out. No way. I'll have to dig that out when I want to get rid of them, but I'm not digging that out tonight. That's far too buried to dig out tonight. If I would have thought about it earlier today, I would have dug them all out, but I did not think about it. First toy I ever had as a kid. I think it was something my mom had gotten me when I was like a baby. What it was, I can't remember, but that's what I'm pretty sure it was probably something when I was a baby. But whatever it was, I don't remember. Like, if you want to know the first one that I remember, even that's hazy to me. Like, I don't remember what the very first one I ever got was. Like, the very first toy I ever owned. Because knowing my luck, it was probably just something that was buried in the backyard, and I found it digging something out, and I'm like, oh, I'm just going to play with this. Now it's mine. But, yeah. Because I was a weird kid like that. But this is something that I do want to show quick. So like how I got like a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And I have like top loaders and everything else. And this is how I try selling them. And I have like a metric crap ton of cards. Like, I have some really good cards in here. Like I still have the I still have the Red Eyes Black Dragon from the Joey Starter deck. Literally, it's SDJ001. I still have that. I have the Blue Eyes White Dragon from the Kaiba Evolution deck. So I have some good cards here. Are they worth a crap ton of money? I honestly don't know. I'd have to get some pictures of them. Like I have the Blackluster Soldier. So like I have some old school cards here. I got some really good cards too. Like unique variations and things like that. But I love trading card games. Like this is basically what I spent my allowance on every single week when I was a kid. Even into my high school years, like I get $12 a week allowance when I was in high school. And like every Monday, I'm like, hey, Mom, can we go to Walmart? Hey, Mom, can we go to Walmart? Or even like Thursday nights, hey, Mom, can we go to Walmart Thursday? And first thing I would do, I'd be buying trading cards. Like I'm buying trading cards. I'm buying Yu-Gi-Oh. I bought Yu-Gi-Oh. I did buy like right when it first came out. I do remember buying some of the. I'm gonna move that box down here, just so it's off the top. But I do remember, like when they first came out here, I did buy some Buddy Fight. It was Card Fight Vanguard cards. Then I'm like, it was costing me $5 for 5 cards. Like you only got like 5 or 6 cards in that pack, and I'm like, I'm losing money. Like I can get 9 Yu-Gi-Oh cards, sometimes 10 if I'm lucky, for the same price, and you're charging me. No, that's highway robbery. So then I'd stop. I mean, I collected them for like maybe a week, like maybe 1 or 2 packs, and that was it. Because I mean, those things were expensive. That's just gonna lay down there. That's just gonna lay down there. I can't get to it. That's just gonna lay down there. But yeah, I mean, like I have like a whole bunch of trading cards. Like some of these are really cool. I got my hands on, and these I have been putting up on eBay, but I did get my hands on some of these. Ready? The Japanese Pokemon cards. And I'm talking like the old school versions. So like, but yeah, these, and I've been selling these on eBay. I haven't been making bank. Otherwise, I wouldn't have to worry about my job and I could just quit my job. But I mean, even if I made like $1 or $2 per card, because this is the thing I love about trading card games, especially nowadays. Yeah, I have like a lot of cool cards. I love these things, but like yeah, I have a crap ton of trading cards. Like I have a whole bunch. These were like some. Oh yeah, here we go. I remember what these were. This was a card game that existed for like a hot minute. I know they tried to bring it back and it failed miserably when they tried, and I don't think they're gonna try again. But who remembers Duel Masters? Like the old school Duel Masters. Like I got Scarlet Sky Terror, Siri, Glory Elemental, King Riptide, Earth Purifying Elemental. It's like a whole bunch of just weird cards, and I never collected these. I ended up getting these. Yeah, it's a lot of people because I know there was like the anime came out and then these came out, and they had like a crap ton of video games. There was like Kaijudo Masters, and then they tried to reboot this with a new trading card game, and it just, I think Yu-Gi-Oh just like hold my beer and just like bitch slapped it out of existence. It's like, no, you're not existing here anymore. This is my territory now. It's like this is my domain now. This is the world of Yu-Gi-Oh. So like, yeah, like I do have some more. Here's a couple more. Like I have This is actually one of my favorites, so I do remember this. Mini Titan Get. Like these three are like the only favorites that I actually have, save for Bullshock Dragon, but I never got that. But these three were really cool. I always liked these three. Cool. I have an encyclopedia. It's called the Internet. Like if I'm looking up like what a Pokemon card is or something, I'm literally just looking up like Bulbapedia, and I'm no offense, I'm just going that route. But here's a weird. So this was a weird trading card game. That did exist. I'm not even joking. This existed, and it's scary that it did. But like almost everything in like the 90s and early 2000s got a trading card game for it. Shaman King had a trading card game. It was not good. It sucked tremendously. And it flopped like very quickly. Like here I have some more Pokemon cards. Like I have Tepig. I have some old school Digimon. Like I have some Digimon cards yet. I have my Saber Leomon card that I showed off last week. I got 8mon. I got Pumpkinmon. I got I got Piximon. And these things were like really popular in the late 90s, early 2000s. They really grew in popularity. And then you have this. This was a weird one, and I only collected this because my local KB Toys was going out of business, and these were like $2 a box. And the box was like 150 to 200 cards, and I'm like, I took it. Maple Story. Like I had a whole bunch of these. I don't know what I did with them, but I'm like, yeah, no. I took one look at it, and I'm like, yeah, no. I'm like, this was not a game for me. I did not like Maple Story. I don't know why. I just didn't like it. But this is another weird one that existed. I honestly can't believe this one existed. Like Yu Yu Hakusho had a trading card game, and I actually got because these I did buy from a Dollar Tree. Like they had the starter decks for $1, so I was able to at least get this. I got the 4 good members of Team Urameshi: Yusuke, Kurabara, Hiei, and Kurama, along with a bunch of weird ones and some power-ups. But again, they were essentially worthless cards because when you are buying trading cards at a Dollar Tree, like the whole like starter deck at a Dollar Tree, you know the game is dead. Like there are no more booster packs, there are no more structure decks coming out. It's dead. If you're getting like packs of Yu-Gi-Oh cards and like, hey, here's like 20 Yu-Gi-Oh cards for $2. Okay, game's still around, but they're just like bundling the cards that they can't get rid of, which is fine because that's how I got all my Magic the Gathering cards, because I guarantee you somewhere someone's going to go, hey, I could really use this card. Hey, I've been looking everywhere for that card, and that's when you sell it. It's like, hey, it only costs me $1 for the pack. I'm not going to complain if I make, $6 or $7 on one card, and it costs me $1 for a pack of, let's say, 5 cards. So then the other 4 cards out of the one that I sold for $6 are all profit, which is really cool. That's actually a really cool business venture. I mean, granted, you're not going to get rich. And that's kind of the thing I definitely want to stress if you want to do. You're not going to get rich, but if you can get like a whole bunch of cards, like I know there are eBayers that sell Yu-Gi-Oh cards for like, oh God, they sell them for almost pennies on the dollar, some of them. But like you can get like a lot of 50 to 100 cards for like basically like almost $9-10. Now, to be fair, $9-10 would be a structure deck, basically. So you're essentially getting a mixed lot of cards for about the price of a structure deck, which isn't bad. Turn and burn them, and you're going to make some money off of that. It's a really cool thing, because there was this other card game Besides, I mean, I can't even talk. When the 90s hit their stride, you had essentially Yu-Gi-Oh! In like the late 90s. You had like it was late 90s, early 2000s. But in the early 2000s, there was Pokemon, there was Digimon, and then there was Yu-Gi-Oh! When Yu-Gi-Oh! Hit the scene in the late, so we started getting them here in the States. I know I saw them when I was in 8th grade because the one kid in my class got the Kaiba structure deck. I got the Yugi structure deck, and I didn't know that he actually had also gotten the Yugi deck. And I ended up trading him. I'm like, well, I really wanted this other card here. I said, I really don't like this card. So we kind of like did a little impromptu trading, but most of the time when you like start off with a deck, it's like, okay, so we have like this little tiny deck and this is the only thing you have. So you kind of need, like, if you have to play by yourself, you need 2 decks, which is fine. But I remember back when like Pokemon came out, I first got Pokemon cards. Now they were popular as hell when I was in 4th grade. And that was a long time ago. Like we're talking a long, long time ago, and I can still remember when. But Pokemon cards were extremely popular. And I didn't get mine. It was like the summer between my 4th grade and 5th grade year. That was when Pokemon cards were finally around where we could get them. It was at a trading card convention at the local mall. And it's like, oh, hey, Mom, look, they got Pokemon cards. And it was like $3 a pack. And we're like, oh, my mom's like, okay, I have $3 here. I'll buy you a pack of cards. Then I had to get my hair cut, which, they kind of suck. I like my hair long, but it's growing back. Finally getting it to grow. But I remember opening that first pack. I scored a Zapdos, and I still have that Zapdos. I ended up finding it again. I ended up buying it back from somebody for $2, which was really cool. Because, and this is the fun part, I traded it to one person because they had a card that I really, really, really wanted when I saw it. It was not Charizard, but I don't remember what it was, but I'm like, I really want that card. I really, really want the card. And they're like, well, I would like a Zapdos for it. I'm like, I have a Zapdos, but I like Zapdos. Zapdos is cool. And they're like, well, I'll trade you Zapdos for that. I'll trade you your Zapdos for this card. I'm like, I really want that card, but yep, I traded it. And then I want to say it was like almost 6 years later, I'm at a flea market, same card. And I know for a fact it was mine because I remember accidentally nicking the edge. It didn't damage it, but I remembered where it was. And I'm looking at the card. I'm like, this is my card. It cost me like $2, but I bought it back. I'm like, this is my card. I'm like, this is my card. I was so happy with that. But there were like a lot of cards that I got my hands on, like at flea markets and that, which was cool. But in the 90s, like the late 90s, there was only Pokemon cards and then Digimon cards. And this is the fun thing that nobody ever knows. Digimon cards did not survive here in the States. Like, you go over to Japan, they were popular as hell over there because the dot hack, the 4-part dot hack games would have been dot hack, infection, mutation, infection, mutation, outbreak, and quarantine. Those 4 games, there's a character in that game called Wisdom. And Wisdom, in the emails that go back and forth, because you have to like log out of the game, then you have to go back into the game to access the, log out of the game to read your emails and go back into the game to do stuff. Only thing about that game I hate, by the way. I mean, I love the game, but that's the only thing I hate about it. Aside from the fact that finding the 4th one was a tremendous challenge and a pain in the ass. And I still didn't 100% it because I didn't save Mia at the end. Because you have to use the data drain and it just keeps infecting you. And I'm like, screw this, I'm done. I'm like, fuck this, I'm done. I was not going to play that game anymore. But the one character in that, he actually was like, I love the Digimon card game. I love playing Metal Greymon. And I'm like, okay, Metal Greymon. And then it dawns on me, he's like, it just takes so long to like he literally responds back because you can choose like an option. And one of the responses he comes back with is, it just takes so long to get it out on the field that by the time I do, the game's over. And I'm like, oh my God, that's right. There are rules with this. It's like I never played the actual game. I just collected the cards. I'm like, oh my God, that's right. There are rules with this game. It's like that I was reading, like I looked for my instruction booklet and I'm reading the instructions and I'm like, this game sucks. And you wonder why it didn't succeed here in the States. I think the best part though is that the timing for it couldn't have been better because by the time we got it, by the time the States got it, Digimon Tamers was right around the corner. So we only had to put up with like the last little remnants of Adventure 02. And by the time the trading card game was really like, okay, trading card games out, at least like two. We have had the structure decks been out. There's been at least 3 or 4 different pack sets that have come out. Okay, then Digimon Tamers drops. And Digimon Tamers has the, look, you can swipe the cards into the detector. Into the D, sorry, well, it was the D3, but it's like you can swipe it into that. And then it'll allow you to get powers. It's like, cool. I bought one of those. I searched high and low for one of those. It does not do that. It does not do that in the slightest little bit. Like 100%, it does not do that. And I'm like, oh, God damn it. I was just like, I was so bummed and pissed. It wasn't funny. And I was like, oh, God damn it. But then you had Yu-Gi-Oh! That just took off like a bat out of hell. I mean, this thing just took off like wildfire, just ignited everything. All of a sudden, everybody's like, hey, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is like the hottest trading card game ever. Because I remember when Pokemon had just came out, there was articles in the newspaper like, kids are being robbed for their Pokemon cards. Watch your back. Your children are going to be swindled for Pokemon cards. There was a story about a person in Philadelphia that had gotten basically beaten within an like, nope, we're not selling. It's like stores were like, we're not going to be selling these. We don't want people. It was almost like the craze that happened in 2020 with them, with trading cards, because everybody was stuck at home. It's like, hey, my cards are worth a crap ton of money. Well, kind of in a way, but not in a way. I mean, just recently that Tyler the Great Warrior Yu-Gi-Oh card, the one and only one that exists of it, that was made for that week, the Make-A-Wish. I mean, like anybody that's buying that, you're buying it to own it. You're not buying that as an investment. You're buying that to own it. And you're just gonna like keep it hidden somewhere like a bottom somewhere, like in a safe. Or you're just gonna keep it in the eBay vault. I'm just gonna let it sit here till the value skyrockets some more. The value is gonna skyrocket all at once. You're gonna have to. It's like I loved how, and I'm gonna keep going back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Because Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the card game that I started out with. I mean, technically, I did have Pokemon cards. I did have a computer program that Pokemon with. I played by myself. And then even if I did have somebody to play with, it never made any sense. You have the bench poke back, and then you attack. Meanwhile, your opponent's using, support more complicated. Yeah, then in the mid 2000s, I want to say definitely at least 2001, but 2002 without a doubt, we ended up getting the flood of trading card games. Like the TCG market started getting massively flooded with trading card games galore. Again, you had Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon was still in there. Digimon was barely hanging on. I think I was in high school. Yeah, so I was in high school. I remember when Digimon Frontier hit. And that was their last grace when it came to the cards, because they did re-release the cards for the detector. That's what I think that one was. But the one that they could go like this, that was it. I was like, yeah. Hey, Bit. We're talking trading cards tonight. But you had like the mid 2000s, you had, and I'm talking like 2002 here. Like 2001, I know Yu-Gi-Oh! It kind of came out near the tail end of it here in the States. I remember like hand drawing these little cards so I could actually get some because I thought it was so cool. And then here they come, like 2002, I got my hands on them. like late 2001, early 2002, I got my hands on them. I still have a whole bunch of mine. Like they are all like my entire collection's right here in my room. That is my whole collection's like right in here. I still have some of the old ones. Like I showed them off a little earlier. I actually still have the Red Eyes Black Dragon from the Joey starter deck and the Blue Eyes White Dragon from the Kaiba Evolution deck. So those are really cool. I actually have all 5 pieces of Exodia. Granted, it's from a set, but still. I have the 3 Egyptian God cards. I have the Obelisk the Tormentor from Shonen Jump that you cannot play. The one that's illegal to play. And I also have like the legal ones. But yeah. The best card game that I've played. Ooh, that's a good one. Oh, that is a good one. Best card game. Best card game that I played. I'm honestly gonna say Yu-Gi-Oh! Because, like I said, Pokemon was a little convoluted with how they wanted you to battle. I want to say, well, Digimon, I took one look at that instruction booklet from the structure deck and I just threw my hands up in the air like, yeah, I'm just collecting these. Fuck the game. I'm not playing it. I'm collecting these. Duel Masters was okay, but you kind of get screwed by randomness, which I didn't enjoy. Yu-Gi-Oh was good. Dragon Ball Z's trading card game was bad. I never understood it. Well, let's see. I want to. Maple Story was weird. Yu Hakusho was just glitches. I know Metabots had a card game, and I did get the structure deck for that. And I'm just like, yeah, no. I'm like, I'm just collecting. I was like, look, I bought a structure deck, and that's all I'm buying. And that's all that existed then anyway. But yeah, that was the main thing. Like a lot of people, she was short packed. Like the original OC or the OG Dark Magician girl, she was short packed. Dark Magician was actually released with the Yugi structure deck, the first one. And he's been in like every, like if there's ever a Yugi deck, he's in every single Yugi deck. Like 100% he's in every Yugi deck. So I remember Yugi Evolution, it was Blackluster Soldier that was front and center on the display, but Dark Magician was still in the deck. With the original Yugi deck, Dark Magician was there. But a lot of people wanted the one from the packs, and you weren't going to get it. Like, not right away. When Dark Magician Girl, she was short packed. Because, in fact, I never got one from that. I ended up getting one from, like, a different set. That's how I got mine. And then I ended up getting the one from the tin. And I got one that was in like the Duelist Pack Yugi. And I'm like, once I get her, I'm retiring from collecting Yugi. And I'm like, yeah, no. Yeah. I remember somebody in middle school had a Karibo card and they were just like geeking the hell out about it. It's like, I got Karibo. I'm like, okay, you have a puffball. It's a puffball that can save my life. I'm like, it's a puffball. I don't care. Because the thing was, and this is a sad truth about my high school, is that if you actually collected and played trading card games, you were considered a nerd. And not in a good way. Like they would look at you and they'd go, you're a nerd. And that was the end of it. And I was like, I hate that. I hated it with a passion. I still do yet to this day, by the way. I still hate that. But I was picked on relentlessly for the stuff that I liked in middle school, and trading card games was one of them. And I was like, okay, fine, whatever. It's a trading card game. So be it. But I do remember, like, with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Video games, they would always give, like, 3 cards out. And my one classmate had gotten the one thing. He got the one pack. He got in the one game. And he showed me the cards. I'm like, hey, those are really cool. Then I got the same game. and I got them, which was like Salamander, Saryu, and Acid Trap Hole. And I was like, these are really cool cards. But yeah. I know it was also extremely popularized in a meme because of Homer Simpson in the episode Homer Goes to College when he saw a whole bunch of people walking at Springfield University and immediately yelled out, "Nerd!" I know someone that's her favorite episode, so. But yeah. But no, it's like stuff like that in my high school, you were immediately picked on. Like I got picked on relentlessly because I liked anime, like to the point that my one classmate actually printed off a whole bunch of like listings, crumpled them up, and chucked them at me the one morning in homeroom. And I was like, he literally walked, he wasn't even in my homeroom. He walked in my homeroom and chucked them at me. And it's like, here, you like anime? Here, enjoy this. Just like chucks a whole shit ton of them at me. I'm like, God damn it. It did not go well for me for that. But yeah, with the trading card games and that, you always had like the massive, like if you like this, you were instantly relegated to the nerd table. Like if to be fair, I ate by myself in lunch a lot. At least until my friends were able to finally join me for lunch, which was nice to actually have people to sit and talk with at lunch and not myself. I was alone at lunch a lot. And I remember my one classmate, God bless her, she was trying to be nice, but yeah, no. She was trying to be nice, but and she had made like this whole big speech about it too to the teacher. She's like, well, they were picking on Andrew, and I invited him over to my table, and I'm like, he's my friend. And I remember immediately looking at the principal the next day at lunch. I'm like, can I go back to no, no, I don't. Can I please go back to my other table? Can I please just go back to sit by myself, please? She's like, sure, go ahead. I'm like, thank you. Sit by myself, please. She's like, sure, go ahead. I'm like, thank you. I did not like sitting with her. It was annoying. Yeah, there are words that I hate with a burning passion. And I have never hesitated to tell somebody off if they ever use them. I will mentally challenge like I knew somebody that called like the mentally handicapped, they called them retarded and retards. And I did flip out on them because I actually did know a few of them that were. And it really did upset me when they said that. Because I'm like, the one, she was really nice too. I will not lie. She was really nice. She was just slow. They had screwed her over with lunch the one day. So she sat with me because the guidance counselor like, can she sit with you for lunch today? We forgot to bring her down here for her lunch period. I'm like, yeah, sure, that's fine. She was really nice. I had no issue at all with her. And everybody made fun of her. I'm like, yeah, I had no issue with her. Same here. Like I did not like to this day I still don't like Family Guy. And that was something that I got like picked on a lot. When I was in elementary school, I loved The Simpsons. I would watch them every single day. When I was in high school, I would still watch The Simpsons. And it's like, well, you don't like this. I'm like, no, I don't like Family Guy. I loved Futurama. I hated Family Guy. True. It's just their taste in jokes. It's basically true. But here's a weird one though, with the trading card things. This is one that was a weird, we're like holographic. That's cool, but at the same time, it was weird. Jokes, and I do get a chuckle out of them, but most of the time, it's like, off the cuff humor. I really enjoy this band here, so because I'm going to be thinking about it. My friend was really good at telling jokes. She's so because I'm going to be thinking about it. My friend was really good at telling jokes. She used to do comedy before she transitioned. Hell, I thought she was funny. That's because I think that'll teach me for that. It's okay. We usually cards to be complete. What happens when I wake up Sunday 4 to 10, Tuesday 8 to 4 Wednesday, and 2 to 8 Thursday. Extend my weekend by one day and go, look, everybody else called off. I'm calling the hell off. I hate my job with a passion. I want to get out of that place so bad. So damn bad. I got to try to get out of that place. That deli's just going to destroy me. Yep. To be fair, I watched some of it. I just did not like Chuck. If I believed in good luck, I would be buying lottery tickets. I acted with my friend. If I believed in good luck, I don't. It's sort of like, if I may paraphrase Timmy Turner for a moment, I do not believe in good luck. I do, however, subscribe to the theory of unexplainable coincidences. And I do. But do I believe in good luck? No. No, I do not. No, I do not. Because to me, there is no such thing as good life. I'm not allowed to have good luck. So it does not exist. So no, I do not believe in good luck for anything. Oh, yeah. Fan of the Crow either, so but that's just me. Everything. I draw my line. Favorite toy. I'd be one of my Transformers probably. Man, I gotta love how my street's active as hell today. Yeah, I would probably say like one of my Transformers, probably one of my favorites. But it would vary. I've had a few. Like I have some Iron Man figures that I really like. I have I have a couple Transformers that I really like. It is, but I have a few favorites. Like it's more than just one. At least I thought about recharging. But I can't. Actually, I have. We farming communities. We did kind of take a field trip to a dairy farm. I did not like it, but I do remember going there. But yes, exactly. A wonderful place to be, especially if you're not a fan of the smell or you're really tired of the smell. Like I live fan of the smell or you're really tired of the front porch. I will smell cows. I work near farms. I have to drive by. I forgot about that. They're doing road. Oh, it's just not my day. It's not my day. I just thought of that too. Oh. Up on there, but nothing new. Nothing new. I liked how I did I managed to get to their one like checkpoint And it's like, oh yeah, you're gonna get 2 hours of free energy. I'm like, cool, we screwed up. We're bad. Our bad. I'm like, really? You're bad. Yeah. Yep. We had a little kiddie pool. A little kiddie pool that we had fixed up for me when I was a kid. I looked down the one day and I'm like, okay, there's like this speck in the pool, and I'm trying to picking at it. Then it started leaking. Then all of a sudden I said something to my mom, like, hey mom, and she goes, oh, it finally gave way. So that was the end of my pool. Like it was like a little kiddie pool, but no, I do not have a pool. I would love to get one. Apparently, you have to get a permit in this township, which I kind of find stupid because one, who in the hell's going to care? And two, who in the hell's going to care? And three, it's not like I'm demanding it. I'm just going to nice one I could have got for like $50 and have a pool. Go down there and just sit in the pool all day. Nope, you need a permit. Honestly, I'd rather have another place and then put a pool in. Just have like an above ground that I can take down at the end of the season, just empty the water out of it and go, nope, water's done. Then just have Mother Nature refill it. Just think the thing that money on chlorine and like pool cleaners, because a friend of mine they have an in-ground pool, and that was like her biggest issue is that she was the one that was buying they have an in-ground pool, and that was like her. And she's like, I'm tired of spending the money on the chemicals. And she like hardly ever gets to use the pool. And I'm like, yeah, I would be pissed off at that too. Like, you don't get to use the pool as much as you want, and you're the one that's paying the chemicals for it. So no. But yes, I had a little kiddie pool. My uncle had a pool that I was allowed to go out and swim at for a while, and then that invitation immediately was killed off. After he came in the one time, it's like, you swim, you play too rough in the pool, and it's like, you're not going to use my pool anymore. Yes, I would. Depending on which crew I'm with. If we're talking like Monkey D. Luffy's, or if we're talking like Luffy's crew, definitely. If we're talking like Roger's crew, probably. If you're talking like Whitebeard's crew, no, because I would probably just blend in way too well. But if we're talking like Luffy's crew or Roger's crew, or even I'll even take Shanks's crew, definitely. Without a doubt, I would go. Like 100%, I would go. I'm sleepy. I'm sleepy, but I don't want to go to sleep yet because I gotta do my journal entry. I need to do my exercises yet. I was doing like squats every day, and I didn't do them this morning, and I'm not gonna do them tonight. Yet tonight I gotta try to figure out what I'm gotta put in some more job applications. I want the hell out of that job. But yeah, that's actually cool though. Here's actually something fun going back with our topic. With you bringing up One Piece, they actually have had two trading cards. Two. There was one that was released, right, gaining some popularity here in the States, like right near the tail end of the trading card game boom. There was a small one that got released. I remember Shonen Jump had like a couple cards that they were releasing, but nothing ever came of it. And now they're releasing a whole new one. Like there's a whole new One Piece trading card game. It's really cool. And Shonen Jump would usually give out like free cards or free little gifts with the magazines. Hence why I think a lot of people were stealing them out of mailboxes, and they're like, "Oh no, we're taking these." But giving out Yu-Gi-Oh cards or like free poster. Most of the time it's just Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but they did give out like some, and they were One Piece, like a One Piece card. I don't remember what it was, but I remember it was a One Piece card. I'm like, hey, this is really cool. And they were explaining that, there's a new trading card game coming out for One Piece. I don't ever think that I don't remember if it ever actually hit the shelves, but I remember they were like, here's a couple trade cards. But I remember they were like, here's a couple trade cards. Like, here's a couple trading card games for it. They had like a little, but what you would win as a prize, and the prize I think was like a structure deck or something else that was related to this. Don't quote me though, I'm going off of memory here, but I remember seeing that, and now all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, there's a One Piece trading card game coming out. I'm like, okay, there's another. All right, but I'm pretty sure they had like two coming out. I'm like, okay, there's another. All right, but I'm pretty sure they had like two because I remember getting like a One Piece card. And I was like, what the hell is this? I don't even think I have it anymore, or if I do, it's long lost. I mean, I still have all my old Shonen Jumps, so I mean, at least it's not. So we had So that was the anime that was made by Bushiroad, who basically used it to peddle their own product. So like, here's Bushiroad's greatest idea. This is an anime, and it's basically 100% yours. Okay, they had their own channel for it. That's why it premiered on the channel. Same with Future Card Buddy Fight. It's like, hey, look, we have trading card games. They had I think it was like Weiss Schwartz. They had that too because they always kept pitching their stuff as commercials. Like, look, we're fitting the bill for this. We're going to pitch our crap. That's fine. That's understandable. The trading card games were okay. The anime made them seem a lot more fun than the actual games were. I remember Future Card Buddy Fight. I didn't even get any of the cards. I was like, oh, I'm looking at it like, hey, this is kind of cool. And then when I saw how much some of the cards were going for, I'm like, no. Plus, then I found out they were like the same amount of money for a pack of those like it was for Card Fight Vanguard cards. And I'm like, no. Out to be a lot more fun than it was. And it wasn't. But Future Card Buddy Fight had the better story up until I can tell you exactly where it went to pot, both in story and just everything else. So season 1, the middle of season 2, episode 26, all of a sudden they say, hey, just to let there will be no more English dub. And I'm like, was this because of like there's like rumors of a strike going on at the time? Like, is this because of a strike? And they're like, no, it's because people have wanted to hear it in its native language for so long that we're giving you what you want. I'm like, we liked it dubbed in English. We could understand it. And I was like, it's season 2, and it was like halfway through season 2, they decided, oh no, we're going to start subbing this only. And in season 3, 3 episodes, like 3 or 4 episodes of season 3, and I'm like, that's it. I'm done. I couldn't take it anymore. I'm like, I'm done. I'm done with it. I'm done. But there was like some really good like card game based anime series that definitely did. Green from the Rooftops is highly underrated. It's pretty much the Green from the Rooftops is highly underrated. It's pretty much the sequel to Battle Spirits. There was one before it. And this is like Battle Spirits Burning Souls. It's dealing with like the warring states. Each one is like in control of their own elements. You have the light element, the dark element, the forest element, the fire element. But there's 2 of them that are doing the fire element, which is really cool. And it's like, okay. And the wing's up on YouTube. Watch it. It's really good. No, I do not like JoJo. I remember Puzzles and Dragons did a collaboration with that, and I flat out could not watch it. Like I wanted nothing of that collaboration. I ended up getting like a couple things, and I'm like, I'm not wasting my magic stones on any of the pulls for this. I'm like, I don't want anything from this. I would have rather them brought back the Full Metal Alchemist collaboration again, but they didn't do that because I think they lost the rights to it, but they can still keep the characters in the game, which sucks because I really wanted to get the Pocket Watch because I screwed up and I made the Pocket Watch to evolve the one character into his ultimate form, and I wanted. Yeah, that's what gets a lot of people. Watch a couple clips though first before you dive head first into it. I know it's up on Tubi, but definitely check out some clips first before you jump head first into it, because it's 2 or 3 different versions at this point. But definitely check out some clips before you head before you dive headfirst into it. Otherwise, you might be building yourself up. You dive headfirst into it. Otherwise, you might be building yourself. I have my reasons for why. My reasons are just I don't like it, like at all. I hate it. I can't stand it. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I mean, you can pull up clips on YouTube, just type in like JoJo, because this seems to me like one of those series that it's not for everyone, but at the same time, they want it to be for everyone, if that makes any sense. But, oh, ow. Ooh. I mean, there was like a really weird series that I saw clips of. It was like a pharmaceutical in another dimension. It was the clips I saw are pretty good of it, but I'm not going to go out of my way to try to pull up a full episode because the clips themselves are better. Or pharmacist in another dimension, something like that. But it was pretty good. It wasn't great, but it was pretty good. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is the stupidest film I've ever seen. The weirdest film I've ever seen would have to be Space Chimps, the movie where they ruined it in the trailer. Like, seriously, if you see the trailer for Space Chimps, they ruined what the movie was going to be from the trailer alone. The trailer ruined what the movie was, hands down. And no one can argue that. I dare anyone to argue it because they ruined it before the movie even came out. They ruined it. Yes, it was. My mom wanted to go see it, and we went. And when I saw the scene from the trailer, like they put the scene in the trailer where Titan's singing that he's Titan, he is strong, and the other one's like no one wants to sing along. And I'm like, okay. And then all of a sudden it's like that's the best joke in the movie. And it was in the teaser trailer for the movie. I'm like, then when I showed like the next Monday, I was up at school then, and I pulled up how much their budget was on that. I think most of that went to pay the actors, and the rest. I mean, Sausage Party wasn't even that great. That movie, Sausage Party, was ruined by the trailer because you saw the teaser trailer, and it's basically the food massacre scene. And that's the best part of the movie is the food massacre scene at the house. That's it. That's the best part. And it's done. Right. Give me 1 second. I gotta blow my nose. Give me 1 second. Okay. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I had to blow my nose. There's kicked up a little too much dust in here. I thought the window being open all day would have got. I can't say it on YouTube. I honestly can't. They will stop my they will kill my account. I can't say it, unfortunately. I cannot say it. Honestly, I can't. YouTube will immediately kill my channel if I don't even remember how it goes. I just remember the punchline, but I still can't say it. Because you have to remember, my relatives told a lot of dirty jokes. That's how I learned a lot of dirty jokes. And I can't say those jokes on YouTube. Because it's not right, and I'm not going to. I will say this. I do have some class for a lady. I will not say dirty jokes on YouTube. Well, I know you like dirty jokes. That's fine. I still can't say it. Remember the punchline? I still can't say it. because I don't want YouTube's algorithm to like, no, you cannot say that on this you cannot say that on our site. And then all of a sudden I'm like, it's like, you are now officially off of YouTube. Goodbye. I don't want that to happen because I like being on YouTube. So you'll have to let that remain a mystery, Chuck. Unfortunately, that will have to remain a mystery. Uh, but yeah, we talked trading cards tonight. We talked weird trading cards tonight. I always like how there was like trading cards for almost everything. And you had trading card games that were basically for everything else. Like you had Pokemon, Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh! That were trading card games, but then you had like trading cards, like you had Marvel characters, DC characters, Star Trek, Disney. Like I have a whole crap ton of those because a friend of mine was gonna throw them all out. She had like she had this huge box. And I was helping her clean her basement out, and she had this huge box. I'm like, "What do you want to do with this huge box?" And she goes, "Oh, just chuck it up in the bin to be thrown out." I'm like, "There are a bunch of trading cards in this." I'm like, "You're gonna throw this out? I'll take them." She goes, "They're yours." I literally walked them right to my car, stuck them in the trunk. The neighbors to our right. Like if you're standing with your back to our front door, the neighbors to our right, yes. The other place that would be past this window here was an apartment building. It now is an apartment building again because the apartment building had burned and the people had recently bought it. I want to say it was last year. Yes, last year, the year before they bought it. Yeah, it's either last year or the year before they bought it and they were renovating it. And they're renting morning when they come home and start screaming and yelling at one another. But the people over here to our right, we have known pretty much since they moved in. I was like 5 when they moved in because I was getting ready to go to kindergarten. But the rest of the neighbors, no. The rest of the neighbors in the neighborhood, no, I did not. Because, I mean, I don't bother with other people. I try to keep to myself. And when I do talk to other people, I don't ever know what to say. Aside from hi or like an occasional nod. That's like it. I don't know what to say. I don't really know what else to say for this week's episode. So I don't know if we just want to cut it off here or yes, my mom and I actually were watching a lot of his videos. Um we were like eat dinner to a lot of his videos. We stopped watching them though. I could pull them up again. Probably should because we don't have anything else to watch. But yes, I actually did. We were watching him for a while. We also used to watch this guy for a while. We also used to watch this guy's toast. But then his videos just basically broke down to everybody bickering and bitching with one another. And I'm like, we got tired of watching that. But Grace Still Plays, yes. I have seen Grace Still Plays. I think it's kind of funny. The full liquor bar. Yep. Though he's probably not gonna be able to make many more Florida jokes because I don't think Florida's gonna have that many people left in their state soon. A lot of people are gonna be leaving Florida. I know I'm probably never gonna be going to Florida, which is sad because I was gonna have to go down to Florida at some point, but I might not be able to do that anymore. So that's fun. But well, Chuck, you got any other questions, or should we just call it for the week? the original Full Metal Alchemist, and I've seen Brotherhood. I will admit, Brotherhood is a lot better. Though I will say, beyond a shadow of a doubt, I thought the original Full Metal Alchemist, even though it deviated tremendously from the manga, and you can definitely tell where it was volume 9 of the manga, where it deviated tremendously, like that's where it skewed off. I did like how the original series ended with the Conqueror of Shambhala as like the movie, and Brotherhood is kind of like, this is the true ending of Full Metal Alchemist, whereas the original Brotherhood is kind of like, this is the true ending of Full Metal Alchemist, whereas the original was the alternate ending of Full Metal Alchemist. But yes, I do like Full Metal Alchemist. I still actually have the so wait, do I have that book down here? Actually, wait, I think I should have that book. Hold on, give me 1 sec. I might actually have that book here. Hold on. Oh, I didn't want to knock that over. I did not want to knock that over. I gotta get rid of these things. Got a whole bunch of movies from work. I just want to get rid of them. Okay, let's see if I can pull this thing up without dropping myself here. Okay. Hey, I hate it. All right. Whew. Do I have that book in here? I want to say I have it in here, but I probably don't anymore. Do I have it in here yet? Is it still in here? Nope. Okay. So I thought I had a book. It was like the character reference guide for Full Metal Alchemist. I thought I had it in here, but I don't have it in here anymore. So I don't have it down here then probably. If I do, it's buried and I'm not taking it out. But basically, I'd gotten that a few years ago. I picked it up and it was really cool. I liked it. There was the entire list in there that Ed rattles off for what the human body is composed of. And I was like, holy crap, that's really cool. Like, I remembered that. I do like Full Metal Alchemist. All right, I think we're going to cut it there then for this week because I don't know what else to talk about. And I've been at this for like an hour and a half, so I've been did a pretty good job of it so far for episode 11. I'm trying to make it better. I'm trying. No? It's a work in progress, like a lot of things, but till next week. Next week we are discussing Nickelodeon. Yeah, next. And I don't mean the old cinema, that cable TV network that likes to kill their good shows. That Nickelodeon. Until next week, everybody, I am your host, Andrew / Until next week. Bye.